Hey guys, so you guys may have heard, I did get benched from the main roster of TSM. It's currently temporary. I don't know what's gonna happen so far. So I do want to talk about it a little bit. Um, so I think the first thing I want to talk about is what is life? If I had to make a movie just about a person's life, I would have a generic summary. I would say something like, life is one's journey through life, I guess, and it's a series of trials in which he or she goes through many hardships and learns from them. And this is what that is. This was a series of trials in which I'm learning from, and it will affect my future, and it will affect me as a person going into the future. So, the first question, the one that everyone wants to know, is what exactly did I do? I like to say, okay, so first off, I am a fairly passive aggressive person. What that means is that I want to say negative things sometimes, but I'll word it in a way where it doesn't seem as negative, but it is actually negative. So what that means is that for the people who I'm targeting, it will be seen as negative. For the people who are just merely passing by, they don't care. They see, oh, it's not that bad. So what that makes is that people don't like, my intentions aren't always negative, but sometimes it can be seen as, and that's the nature uh, of of me, I guess. And that's kind of what happened. I am a very competitive person. I've always tried very hard in things that I wanted to do, and I always work my hardest when it's something I want to do. And when things don't go my way, when things fail, when we lose, emotions might go out of hand. Well, I'm not someone that goes, I don't have screaming battles with my team that, you suck or whatnot, but I'm not exactly the most cheerful person after we lose, and I do make passive aggressive comments. And that's one of those things that is negative for a team environment. And it's something that I didn't really realize was all that bad, but I can also in turn see it, easily see it that it can be interpreted as bad, and I can see how it affects a team environment. And that's really a lot of what it is. Small things that a person does that they might not exactly realize is negative becomes negative, and if it's not fixed or if it's not addressed, then it can carry on and just have a snowball effect. So yeah, I'm not being very specific in what I did, but at the same time, that's not what this is about. This isn't about me addressing, exactly what I did wrong to everybody. It's about me learning from the experience and me fixing it for the future. And that's what life is about. It's about looking towards the future and being optimistic, I suppose. So another question imposed is that is this right to do? There are some things I don't agree with in terms of maybe length or severity of punishment, but a punishment needed to be done, and I don't disagree with, I don't fully disagree with what has been going on. I think I think it's perhaps acceptable to be benched. Um, but for me, a big portion of it is really to just fix my mistakes, no matter what I do in the future, no matter if I join another team or decide to work somewhere else or go back to school. This is a very valuable lesson for me, and it basically reminds me that even though I try really hard to be nice to people, there are small things that I do that can completely make it worse, I guess, make it as if I'm not being nice. And I have to be very aware of that. And that is a very valuable lesson to have been learned. So moving forward, I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing in the future. I don't know if I'll join another team, if I'll stay at TSM, or I'll stop playing altogether. All of these are options on the table. But for now, at least for this current week, current month, I'll probably be streaming a lot and just figuring out my options. And that's probably all I have for now. In terms of my future in TSM, it is unknown. I don't know if I'll stay as a benched, if I'll be back on starting roster, or if I'll be replaced altogether. All these are all on the table. And for a fan of TSM, for a fan of myself, I wouldn't be sad. For TSM, no matter what happens, they'll still be a strong team. I might be a very strong player, but no matter who they get, it's not going to be too far off. They might be better than I am, they might be around the same, or they might be worse. But in the end, the team will grow, and the team will get better, and the player will get better. For myself, no matter what I do, I'll still work really hard. It doesn't matter if I join another team or if I work somewhere else. This is all a learning experience for me. And in the end, I think I'll be a better person, and I'll actually be a better player. Just because of how I negatively affected the team environment. So, I think that's all for this vlog. I wouldn't blame any one person for what happened. I would say in a team environment, everybody's at fault. But for me, I'm probably the most at fault, and I accept that, and I have apologized for that. I'm not too big of addressing the past, so again, I'm looking towards the future, and I wish to see you guys in the future, no matter what I do. And thank you for watching this, and thanks for the support.